After God brought his chosen nation, the Israelites, or Jews, out of slavery in Egypt and into a land of their own, they fell into the idol worship of the surrounding nations. God sent judges to bring them back to him so he could lead them as their king. Judges 6:11 through 18. One of those judges was Gideon, son of a farmer doing chores for his dad. He experienced oppression and invasion from the Midianites and Amalekites, ruined crops, and poverty. God called Gideon from the weakest clan and least in his family to be a mighty warrior to save Israel from Midian. Judges 6:33 through 40. The Midianites called the Amalekites to join them to war against Israel, but Gideon called the Abiezrites and these tribes of Israel to fight with him: Manasseh, Asher, Zebulun, and Naphtali. God promised to save Israel by Gideon's hand. Gideon received his reassurance because of God's sign of the wet fleece upon the dry ground, and the dry fleece surrounded by wet ground. Judges 7:2 through 8. As the men of Israel gathered by the spring of Harod, the Lord told Gideon he had too many men. God did not want the men of Israel to boast that their strength defeated the Midianites and Amalekites. So God told Gideon to let the men know that if any feared the enemy, they should go home. So 22,000 Israelite men left. But the Lord told Gideon that he still had too many men. So the Lord had Gideon send the remaining men to the spring to drink, where he told Gideon the means for thinning them out. Those men, the Lord said, who lap like dogs will be your army, the rest send home. This left Gideon with 300 men. Judges 7:15 through 25. The Lord promised to give the enemy's army into the hand of Gideon. Gideon, with his men, surrounded the enemy camp, blew loud trumpets, broke jars, and shouted, "A sword for the Lord and for Gideon." The Lord so confused and frightened the enemy army that they ran or turned and fought each other. The enemy army fled, and the Midianite leaders, Oreb and Zeb, were captured and killed. The Lord delivered the victory to Gideon and Israel with only 300 men.